welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Natalia. First disclaimer of this video, this nail, I have no idea what happened. It just popped off, so don't mind. Don't mind. In my last video, which was my bridesmaid's proposal vlog, I did a simple wing liner and like nude lip, and I ended up getting a lot of compliments there at the bridesmaid's proposal, as well as a request here on my YouTube channel for me to recreate that look. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. This will be literally the most simple winged eyeliner tutorial, but these are for that 0.1% that may not know how to already do it. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just gonna put my hair up because I don't want it in the way. And I'm gonna jump and do my brows because you guys already know how to do brows, and honestly I think watching people do their brows is kind of boring, so we're gonna skip that part. So we are back, brows already done, and I've purposely primed my eyes with a thicker concealer. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer, and it's very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape, if you're familiar with that one. But I really like it because I feel like it helps, you know, give me blanket coverage across my entire lid, because we're not going to be putting a crease shade. We're only doing one eyeshadow on the entire lid. So the palette that I'm using today is the Milani Most Love Mattes. I absolutely love this palette. The only thing it needs is like a black or dark color to smoke something out or smoke a look out. But other than that, this palette is everything. And I'm just going to take just a regular eyeshadow shader brush, and I'm gonna take this shade right here with a little bit of this, and we're just gonna cover the lid. So as you can see, it's just literally the same color pretty much as my skin. And I'm just packing and packing and packing this on because I do not want that concealer to crease at all. Now for the liner, my personal favorite is the Tarte Tarteist liquid eyeliner pen. And this I love because it comes with the felt tip on one side, and then on the other side you get a pencil. So two birds with one stone. Now the reason I love this is because of the felt tip. For me, that's always been the easiest way to do my liner. Some people love using like an actual wet brush, you know, like when you pull it out of the tube and the brush is still really wet and you have to wipe product off. Some people love using a gel eyeliner and a brush. A lot of people will use an angled brush like this. But me personally, I feel like it's always easiest to use a pen. I just feel like I have a lot more control over the product. I feel like with the other ones, it's easier to like pick up too much product, and therefore it can turn into a mess really quickly. But with this, you're only getting whatever's distributed out of the pen at a time. And so I feel like it's a lot easier to use. We're gonna take the pen, and I like to start on the outer side first. Some people will literally draw from the inside out. I personally am not good at doing it that way, so I start on the outer part. So by that, I mean just drawing a line out till about here. Now once we get there, I'm gonna bring it in at least halfway. If you feel like you can't control it enough or you can get it all the way in perfectly, that's fine. Stop in the middle, and then you can draw from the inside to meet it. Like I felt like it was already skipping a little bit there on the inside, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it in now. So it's a little too like low on the side here for what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to make sure that I draw it in a little bit more just to meet, because it's really thick in the middle. So I want to make sure that it's even. So we're just going to draw a little bit further in. Now, I don't mind a thick eyeliner because I'm gonna wear lashes, which is going to cover some of that thickness. If you are just doing mascara, then maybe you wanna go for something a little bit thinner, but personally, this is exactly how I did that look last weekend. So I'm just, well, last weekend from when I'm filming this. So I, like I said, just prefer it that way because then I'm just gonna pop on some lashes and it'll cover some of that thickness. Another thing that you notice is that I'm doing this before I apply my foundation and concealer, because I just feel like once you apply your base makeup and especially your under eye concealer, it gives you the opportunity to really clean up that liner. So another tip is to do your liner first before you apply your base makeup. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the other side. Perfect. So now I pretty much got what I wanted so far, and I will show you how I clean up like as we go throughout. But I'm just gonna go ahead and start my base really quick. I'm gonna use the Milk Hydrogrip primer, just a little bit of that. Then I want to cover my pores a little bit better, so I'm going to use the Touch in Sol No Problem primer. I love this. I'm literally scraping the bottom, even though I have like a brand new one already, but I just love this stuff so much that I need to use every little bit of it. And for foundation, today I'm going to be taking the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. I really like this foundation a lot. Pretty much all summer, this has been what I used. And I feel like it lasts super well and looks flawless. So no complaints from me. Now for my under eye cleanup. This part isn't necessarily part of the cleanup, but literally a holy grail staple in my makeup routine. It's the Tarte Under Eye CC Cream. I absolutely love this stuff. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and focus it right here, right where my dark circles are. Now for your concealer. So I am currently using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. You can use pretty much any concealer that you like, of course. And we're gonna focus this right here on the inner corner, like right underneath the inner corner. I'm gonna take a little bit and pull it right under there. Do you guys see? Right under there. So we're gonna do that on both sides. And then everywhere else that you normally apply your concealer. So now the key is taking your sponge and gently, now this may require a little bit of practice and just being really careful, but I like to get right underneath there and like sharpen it out. Now you might feel a little bit better about getting underneath there with like a flat brush or like an angled brush, but whatever makes you feel most comfortable. I've been doing it this way pretty much forever, so that's just how I'm used to it. So I'm just gonna take the front part, pointy part of my beauty blender or my beauty sponge and just go for it. And of course, if you touched it a little like I did here, do not hesitate to go back in. This is another reason why I love the felt tip a lot more, because for moments like this, for cleanup, it's just easier than, again, potentially pulling out too much product and then you're screwed. So we're just gonna clean this up really quick. Now I'm just gonna set this with some powder, and then we're gonna move on to contour, bronzer, and all that stuff. So now while that is going, I am going to start on a contour that's not gonna be like too defined. I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour Bronzer, Cream Bronzer, and I'm just taking it on a flat brush like this, and literally just pressing it into my cheeks, just like that. Time for the handy dandy beauty sponge yet again, and we're just going to blend this backwards. Now for bronzer, I'm just gonna take some of my Fenty Sun Stalkr bronzer And this is on a little bit more dense of a brush, but that's okay. We're just gonna use that just to warm up this area. Okay, so we're almost there. What I'm gonna do really quickly before I remove the bake on my eyes, I'm gonna take the pencil liner and just line the inner part of my lash line. And then I do want to apply some mascara. This is the Maybelline Snapscara. Love this mascara. Now I'm just going to press this into my under eye. Now let's throw on some lashes. The lashes I'm using today are Vixen by Victoria Lauren. Victoria Lauren is my cousin as well as my maid of honor. So we're gonna be using her lashes today. If I can find, here we go, this. So applying lashes can be super tricky, but that's why I feel like eyeliner plays such an important part in the application of lashes. Even if you're not doing a winged cat eye look or anything like that, I feel like in order to get the most precise application of liner, it's easier to do, or of lashes, sorry, it's easier to do so with a strip of liner on. So that being said, the better you get at lining super close to your lash line, the easier it'll be to apply some lashes, because basically what you're doing at that point is just popping them on to where you lined. Now with your lashes, this is my favorite glue. This is the Duo brush on adhesive, the white one. Definitely need to get another one soon. And the reason this is my favorite is because it dries clear, and I feel like, you know, my lashes stay on the most with this. So what you want to do is, you probably can't even see me because it's so close, but I'm just coating the band of the lash, but I'm gonna focus glue right on the outer part and right on the inner part, as well as in the middle, because these are the areas that tend to lift. And we're just gonna let that get tacky for a second. In the meantime, I'm gonna throw on some blush. I'm using MAC Raisin, which is a serious oldie but a goodie. And I'm gonna apply the blush, yeah, the blush from back here. I thought I said brush for some reason. And it's just about tacky enough. I'm going to pop it right on. So we're just gonna let that glue continue to dry while I start on the other lash. And while that one's drying, I'm just going to check the top of my lash and see, I can see right here in this corner. I want to try and stick it more, and then also I'm going to take my liner again and cover it. And while I let this one dry, I'm going to get ready to use that liner again to help cover up those areas that are still showing some white. But let's do some highlighter while we wait for that. I'm going to use the AmrezyxABH Highlighter, the collab that she did with Anastasia Beverly Hills. And lastly, for lips, I'm just going to be taking this Morphe liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Jealousy. So there you have it, guys, for my winged eyeliner and lashes tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out, as well as leave a comment down below on what you would like to see next. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you're notified anytime I post a video. And yeah, there you go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.